can measure, but let's just have some.
I feel like we're in like, you know, first grade, like this is square fit in the circle. It doesn't work.
I can see the comments now.
I know. Let the comments roll, guys. Let them roll. All right.
I just go around.
Okay.
Yeah, the only people here is the cleanup crew. Oh, man.
I appreciate you sticking around.
Oh, man, ain't no problem.
I'm getting a behind the scenes tour right now.
Yeah, there's the wife. It's a mess in my stall.
Yeah.
I just got through. I built a rear end, and then I went straight to pulling that engine out of the truck. Got done with that engine today, and we was getting it so the customer pick it up tomorrow. So
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to clean my air, but it's not a big deal. You just pull around here. The door's open. The side door, I've already got it open.
Okay.
So you can just back in right there.
All right.
And the motor, the engine's sitting on that pallet right there. I should be able to set the whole thing in one assembly. So.
We have an engine.
Yes, sir. And then your boats will be here tomorrow, so when I come down, I'll bring all the boats and stuff with me. So,
Look at that.
I'm hoping your seats will fold down and I can sit it back there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, we're here to pick up an engine. It's inside of here?
Yeah,
This one?
inside this box.
Oh.
So when I
Goody.
I just opened it up to send you that picture that day.
Yeah.
And so then it's been covered back up.
Look at that.
But there it is. Make sure to cover it back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't want it to start doing anything.
Here we go.
There it is.
Gen 3 short block.
I was surprised. Sometimes they don't send the oil pump or anything. I was surprised. It's got the oil pumps, got the oil pan.
Remember we ordered a pan, so I get to send that back. But everything else showed up, the oil cooler and everything else that we have.
We'll just drop the pan, pull that off, put the boundaries in the new pump, and you'll be good to go.
Look at that, guys. We have an engine. Here's the back of it. So that's what a short block looks like.
It's not that big of an engine without the heads on it.
No. You know, these 5.0s are actually pretty small.
Yeah.
Pretty small, but
They are.
so this is where
It's a mess. It's a mess. I just got done putting an engine in an F-150 and getting ready for the customer to pick
yeah,
up tomorrow.
guys watching, if
So-
you're unfamiliar, this is Ken. Follow his channel, Speed Addict 731. We're going to be putting this engine back together inside of my car, but this is where all of your magic happens on your channel.
This is where, that right over there is where I usually do all the work to my car.
Okay.
It's sitting right. Like I said, it's a mess right now. Forgive me, guys. I just got done with an engine.
I'm so excited, guys. We have an engine finally, and we picked up the heads the other day. I'm going to call this a temporary engine because eventually we are going to build. Yeah, eventually we're going to have to build a built bottom end.
Have you made up your mind if you're going sleeved or not on the build engine? I would.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
You've got this temporarily to suit you, so I would go with the sleeved engine.
Yes, we're going to make power. We're going to make passes. We're going to do everything that we said we're going to do. But yeah, the long-term goal, I guess, is to obviously on the side build another one of these, but sleeved.
Yeah.
So.
And it's a lot cheaper if you get your own block.
Yeah.
And send it, because I was pricing like a sleeve block.
Right.
And it's outrageously expensive. But if you take your block and send it to like L&M.
Yes.
I know for the GT500, if I sent them my block, it was like $1,700 to sleeve it.
That's not terrible.
No, you get a $900 short block, $1,700 to sleeve it, and then you put all your stuff in.
Then you can pick your pistons, rods. The forged crankings in these are like what, they're about $3 something. They're not even that expensive.
No, they're not expensive at all.
Because then we could just sell this.
Yeah, you said
or keep
get a
it.
new Edge.
Yep.
Or another Mustang.
See, he's thinking like
drop
me.
it in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So eventually this engine
That'd be
will, I promise, this engine will find its way into something else once we do like a built engine later on. But guys, yeah, so we were going to bring my Mustang up here to his shop. And it'd make a lot of sense because we have access to lifts and stuff like that. But we do everything the hard way on this channel. So honestly, like we were talking, not everybody may have access to a lift.
Yeah, and this is going to be it's going to be very interesting. It can be done and has been done.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was younger, I didn't have this stuff. I mean, I grew up. I mean, I put engines in gravel driveways before. It's not ideal, but I've had to do it. And you do whatever you got to do.
So we're not budgeting. This is simply just for your viewing pleasure that it can be done just like everything else that we do on the channel. I have never used on since I guess the birth of this channel, I've never used a lift for anything.
Yeah, and like me and you were talking, you know, it gives the viewers a chance to see it being done in the garage. It can be done. Is it a lot easier on a lift? Oh,
yes.
By far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. But we're going to be there doing it, and if we brought it here, it'd be us doing it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're not skimping out on anything.
No.
You're actually giving them some entertainment in the process.
Right. Right.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. So we always work with jack stands to be able to show all of you guys, the viewers, that it is possible to do it yourself in your garage, whether it be header, suspension, and then now engine.
So he just got done with something he was working on. So this is what we were gonna do, is exactly that. So basically body off of
this is exactly. This is an EcoBoost, and Ford recommends to do this, and honestly it was a lot easier for me to do this, because once it's up, I can tear everything apart and put everything back together, and then drop the body, and it's a few connections, and I'm ready to go.
So yeah, that's what we were going to do. But
this is what everybody always asks me: why do you not like working on EcoBoost? That's the front of an EcoBoost engine.
Oh my
that's
God.
all the piping for the turbo, the coolant hoses, coolant lines, everything. It's
a mess.
And then that's over there, but that's what it looks like with everything removed.
Yup.
So everybody always asks me, why do you not like EcoBoost trucks and stuff like that? I'm like, I love what they do. I love what they do.
Working on them
is a nightmare.
Yeah.
At times.
Yeah. So we were gonna do that. We're gonna bring the car here, and the original plan was to take the K member, because we have the new BMR K member that we're gonna be using, and just leave it all on the ground, lift up the vehicle, do our work, and then basically put it together, shove it back in the car, drop the car down, back on top of it, and rock on. But do it the hard way. I guess time will tell starting tomorrow if we have made a mistake, if we're going to be regretting our decisions.
No, I mean, it's been, I mean, I've seen, you know, the F bodies. I have, and I've seen other people put engines in those. And like the 01, 02 and stuff like that. You have to take them out from underneath too. It can be done. Is it easier with the lift?
Yes.
But you've always, on your channel, you've always done stuff through a garage and show people how to do it. So I think it's going to be an interesting video. I know a lot of people will be like, why stuff is going to go wrong, stuff is going to go wrong. Guys, there's nothing's going to go wrong doing it in his garage that wouldn't go wrong if we did it here. And there's nothing that's really much going to go wrong.
It would just be easier on a lift.
Oh, it's a lot easier.
But
you know, not only have I been doing it, I've been doing it for almost 10 years here.
Okay.
But I've been working on cars since I was like 14.
Right.
With my dad.
Well,
so,
this is I've done a ton of, I can't speak. I've done a ton of stuff, but I've never ever been like, I've never gotten this involved.
And it's not a lot. It's not a whole lot to it. You know, like I was talking to somebody the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, it comes down to you're just bolting stuff together. You know,
it's like a puzzle.
I've actually built a whole engine where you have to go in, you have to measure everything, tolerances, get everything 100% right. That's a lot more involved. This right here, it's basically bolting heads on, timing it like you would if you was putting oil pump gears in.
Right.
I mean, you know, essentially.
Yep.
You're going with head studs. You're going with the good stuff.
Yep. So yeah, inside of here, we will have our head studs, ARP goodies. We're definitely going with a stock lower for the time being, but we're not going so cheap as to put factory studs and all that stuff. We're doing brand new cam cap bolts, brand new phase. Everything we took apart is being upgraded or replaced that needs to be, because those are torque to yield bolts. You don't want to reuse them.
If Ford recommended us replacing it, we're replacing everything. We're not. He's not taking a shortcut, guys. Everything that needs to be done is being done.
Yes. No. Yeah.
And we're testing those wastegates this time.
We're going to test the wastegates.
We're hooking up air with them, regulated air. We're going to test them, make sure that they open when they're supposed to. You watched Down South Racing.
I did. You know,
Even with the correct spring in and everything hooked up 100% right, the spring did not open. But they were in a controlled environment on a dyno, and they was able to see it didn't open. They backed up, and then he went in and did the air test of what I would do.
Yeah.
With regulated air, regulated 7 pounds, and make sure it opens up like it needs to be.
Yeah, I watched that video, Down South Racing. Shout out to those guys. Yeah, that was a scary video because he said that it ran up to like 20 pounds or something like that.
You know, I've talked
to
Daryl runs twin turbos.
Yeah.
And has for a long time.
Right.
And I talked to him, and, me and him was talking about it. He goes, even with everything right, wastegates can malfunction.
It can fail.
They can fail.
It can fail.
That's what me and him was talking about. I was like, well, going back with it, I want to test. Before that car hits the street, I want to test the wastegates, make sure they open up at 7 pounds because you can use regulated air.
Yeah.
We bought this thing a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, decided to change our plans from bringing the car up here because we already have everything torn apart in the garage.
Yeah.
We don't want to move anything. You know, it's already,
Well,
we got pieces here, pieces
Yeah,
there.
exactly. There's a lot of stuff that's sitting there in the place that we put it for a reason, and then if you get to
Right.
moving everything, it does kind of
becomes a mess.
It becomes a mess.
Yep.
Becomes a hassle, and you know, all we need is just a clean area to assemble the engine.
Right.
And once the engine gets assembled and closed, then we're good to go.
In hindsight, though, I mean, you know, if I could go back, I would have just, instead of us tearing the car down there, I would have just brought it here.
Yeah.
You know, from the get-go. And then I would have just been driving back and forth, back and forth. It did take me 3 hours to come up here. Factory plasma,
Yep.
sprayed bores there, not sleeved. And now, yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. We're going to be very safe about it this time.
I'm going to be running, you know, come spring, I'm going to be running 800 horsepower in my stock. I haven't decided yet. It's still, the jury is still out. There's still a voting poll.
Some
on
kind
my
of
community
boost.
tab.
Some kind of boost is coming
Yeah,
to yours.
I haven't decided yet. Honestly, I was leaning turbo, and then the Odin come out.
I know.
started watching it. I'm like,
I know. I know.
I mean, you were talking about with your car. I was
Yeah.
like, do you not want to wait for VMP to drop theirs to see what it's
Oh,
like?
I think twin turbo is still the right decision that we're making.
Yeah.
But the VMP Odin,
Ah,
oh,
I'm
Stang
waiting.
mode is getting a goodie. If you guys want to see how all this is going to pan out, you have to subscribe to the channel and you have to turn your notification bell on, obviously. So, but yeah, that's going to wrap up this video, I think. We're going to get this baby home and let the shenanigans begin tomorrow, I guess. Is that going to fit in the back of the Jeep?
oh,
I don't know if it's going to fit, man. Oh.
I don't know. It might
Uh-oh.
not, but we'll figure it away.
Uh-oh, I think we drove 3 hours for nothing.
There's a lot of room back there.
This will be fun.
This is gonna be fun. I can measure, but let's just have some.
No, if it don't fit, it don't fit. I feel like we're in, like, you know, first grade, like this is square fit in the circle. It doesn't work. No.
I can see the comments now.
I know. Let the comments roll, guys. Let them roll. It might. Yeah.
All right,
It'll fit without the top, but
yeah. Well, if we can take the top, I'd like to. But if not, we don't have to.
how are we getting this out of the back tomorrow?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea either.
All right. Yep, it's not gonna fit with the lid.
Nope.
I didn't think it would, but I was gonna try it anyway.
Yeah, we tried. So we'll take the top off.
But we don't have to have the lid, so.
No. Should be fine now.
Now this will fit.
I mean, if you scratch the Jeep, I don't care.
I'm
That's
not
exactly
worried.
why I bought it.
I'm not gonna hurt it. Well,
No, you got about 2-3 inches. You could drop it if you need to. Oh, yeah.
right now we're just gonna let it down, get another bite.
Oh,
Awesome.
perfect.
Good to go.
Perfect.
Now getting it out tomorrow is gonna be the next
I
fun part.
don't know what we're going to do.
It's a, you know,
We'll figure
I
it
look
out.
stuff all day long.
We'll figure it
we'll
out.
figure it out.